Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, December 15th, and you can see from the drone video that there's been a whole lot of work done on the roof. They are finished. They shot their own drone footage because they want to use it in their advertising. They're proud of the job. We're proud of the job, so that's all good. You'll notice on this RV garage, we're still looking at the old white door, and the reason for that is there needs to be some prep work done inside that door regarding mounting of the new door that's already been delivered, but we can't put it in quite yet. It's a residential 16-foot by 14-foot door as opposed to a commercial door, and it required some wood supports to mount the framing to. So that's going to get done, I believe, early this week, and they'll come back and put the door on. Still don't have the gas line run by Southwest Gas. I'm not sure what's holding that up. They're usually pretty prompt according to our general contractor, but it's taking them a little longer. They've pulled the permit, I believe. I believe they pulled it this week. But the problem is, until we get that gas line run, it is holding up some rough grading in here and work on this driveway. That's why we're still dealing with a stone driveway here instead of, they can't even grade this really until they get the gas line run. So that's fun stuff. There's a treat up here that you're going to see in a minute.
It's not me.
Oh, well, there's Marsha. That's a treat. That's a real treat.
Hey, I went in the door in front and unlocked the garage for you, so you don't have to clamor up that.
Problem is, I was going to shoot the video with the garage door down.
I know, well.
But thanks for messing up that video.
No. They're keeping it up, Tracy said.
Oh, they are?
That garage door, yes. He doesn't want anybody to mess with it.
Oh, okay.
No, I meant the garage door into the house.
Oh, into the house. Got it. So anyhow, you can see from the drone that the roof is fully finished, except for a skylight. They have plastic on it yet for the skylight. I'm not sure what's holding that going up. But you can see the trim on the portico is finished. That was the last thing they had to do this week. And they got the pivot door all balanced up, and they got the close mechanism on it. They put the weather stripping on it, so that is complete.
And it's locked.
And it's locked.
I wanted to point out here on the posts, one of the things Bill and I were doing this past couple of weeks was doing our homework. And we had to go to a store across town that sells automotive paint because the guy that's doing all of our railings suggested that on these posts, the steel posts, the best paint to use is automotive paint. And it's kind of like an epoxy because you have the paint and then you add a hardener. So that was a bit of a seek and find because the company that he typically uses, they're in the process of going out of business.
Yeah, the supplier.
Yeah,
the paint's made by Axel Noble, and it's a C900 urethane-based paint, and it's what they paint automobiles with, so it'll last forever. Yeah. But yeah, Advanced Auto in the West Coast is closing up 700 locations, and that's where he gets the paint. So we did find an alternate supplier should we need it anymore. So,
and the other thing that we've been back and forth with is the stone that's going to go on the columns all the way around the house and the stone here. There's a discussion amongst subs and our builder about when to put the stone on. And we finally just said, we do not want the stone put on the columns until the flat work is done because we want to get the stone as close to the top of that flat work so there's not a huge gap. And so it's not an exact science. So we just finally said, no, we're doing this. So everybody's on the same page now.
And you'll see some newer homes, we've seen them in videos where they'll leave the stone like a foot above the actual flat work or the cement work. And it looks like the old flood pants you wear, with it's a terrible look. I don't like it. Yeah. But anyhow, we're going to take it down to
the trash is not gone.
Oh, and neither is the water filter and the utility sink. I thought and the electrical's not done.
But they got the Rinnai or whatever, the hot water heater or the hot water is hooked up.
It is hooked up.
Yep. I don't know what that thing is. What company?
It's the gas hot water. It's an on-demand hot water heater. Well, that's good news, I guess. At least that got done. I'm surprised they didn't get the water filter and the sink in. They were going to do that. Also, there's been no electrical work done on this panel, and I thought Tracy had said they were going to be doing that.
There's some electrical done in the house.
Okay.
So-
By the way, I want to look at these doors while we're out here. These garage doors are AMR garage doors. You can't really see it. It's not down right now. The builder wants to keep them up. He doesn't want people banging into them, which I agree with. But these are full glass front, beautiful doors. That's going to be, and I went with the, I think they call them a screw jack, the opener. It's the one that turns the shaft on the garage door instead of the ones that have the long arm with the belt or the chain. These are really nice because they just spin the shaft and lifts the door up and down. So it's going to be very clean looking here. I am ecstatic with those garage doors. They're beautiful. Let's go in the house. You will see. Where's Marsha? Oh, there
so
she is.
excited. This
She
is my
is.
laundry room. Look, they got the door handles on.
Oh, they do.
Yep.
Yeah, those just went on.
And they have all of these on, the protectors for the door handles for the walls. They got the sub top in, and all the cabinetry is in, just missing a few handles. Bill and I had to order some more handles.
You'd be surprised how many handles are in this house. I probably closer to 80 or 90 at
Yes.
least. I
Yes.
don't even know.
Yes.
We keep running out of handles.
I'm assuming that means that we're done, but I'm not sure. So, yeah. And there's a little surprise in the master
Oh, they got
bath.
the utility sink in. You'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Mhm. Yep. Very super.
Are we going into the master bath?
Master bath. Yep. You'll see all the handles are on the doors here.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We were over here on Thursday, and none of this was.
No.
They were still working on this stuff.
Right.
I'm glad they got those on.
And the handles are all on the
Oh.
cabinetry in the master.
Oh. Oh, I see the shower.
Yep. I know.
Are you happy with it?
I think so. I
You-
still am not sure. Well, they don't have the grout on.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with that.
I'm not sure if this is the same color as that, but
It
you know,
looks very close.
it looks
though.
close
I
enough.
think it's
So,
a lot closer than it was.
yeah. They had to pull out this entire wall.
Yes, they did. Well, they even got someone here
Yeah.
where they're building that little nook, the niche, and not nook, but a niche, I guess that's called.
Yeah.
And the valve.
And they've got to bring it over here
Yeah,
and
it's
then
got to
down.
do. They got to fill this side in.
Yeah. But the one thing I'm extremely happy about is when they initially laid this, whoever laid around this window had all these trim pieces around the window. This looks so, I didn't say anything about it. I just,
It looks
thought
cleaner now.
it looks so much cleaner
Yeah.
with just the large tile. This looks much.
I'm glad they
much-
got this done. This has
Yes.
been a mess for a couple of weeks.
Yep, it has been. So I'm happy with that. We got our towel bars up.
Tall bars are up.
Yep.
We got the. Look at this.
Yep.
We have tall bars. We have the hand towel.
Yep, hand
hooks up
towel.
there.
Yep, I think we've got the
All the
rope
handles
hooks.
are in.
Yes.
Wow, things are looking pretty good.
Gosh, the doors look so different.
They
with
even have a
handles.
toilet paper holder. We just have no toilet. we have a toilet paper, but you can't use it yet.
That's pretty good.
This is encouraging though. They're getting all these
Yeah.
last little details done.
Yes, some of the things you don't walk in and go, wow, but it's that the details, it takes a while in order to drill all the holes for
And,
the
and
handles.
you can, and those of you watching this video are probably like, man, these two get excited about the littlest thing. The reality is we wait months for some of these little things.
Yes.
So
yes. And we select it, at one point in time, and then we don't see it installed for months later.
Right,
So it
right.
is exciting.
so you want to show them this?
I do.
I need to. Hopefully, we have
I
enough
do.
light in here.
I hope so.
Let me
So
get in here. We'll
The
see if
powder
we-
bath,
Yep, and you can see they have the faucet on. They have the towel hook up there. They have the handles on the
yeah.
vanity. Beautiful bath.
Yeah.
But look at this.
We elected to have the wood put on the ceiling and then run down the wall.
And you can see the seams are lined up
Yes.
perfectly. He even did a good job of
Beautiful.
matching the wood.
Yes.
And it goes all the way to the base,
Yes.
the little floor. That is a beautiful wall, a beautiful
That
ceiling.
is
how it
really pretty.
matches.
And on the back wall of the vanity, there will be large tile that goes there that has a stone look. So we wanted the powder room to be pretty. So we kind of gussied it up a little bit with some gold
Yep.
hardware.
You have to pick your room where you want
Yep.
to emphasize some higher end features, and we chose the powder room as one.
And-
Oh, did you see this?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, there it is,
So-
the vanity, the buffet.
Yes, the buffet. It kind of serves as an entry, like table, entryway table. And also when we have guests, we have a big party, then we can put all the food here and they can come right down the buffet line.
There you go. And there's going to be a black granite top put
Yes.
on that soon.
Yeah.
We already purchased the
Yeah.
granite. It's just not on yet. I see they put our sconce up there.
Yes, the sconce is up.
I don't remember on a previous video if we mentioned what happened to that sconce.
Oh, yes, we did.
Did we?
I don't
Did we
know
talk-
if we said what we did wrong.
Well, it was our fault. Yeah, it was backordered so long, I thought we lost it, but it showed up in the mail 4 months later.
Yep.
So anyhow,
And then another thing, along with the automotive paint that Bill and I had to take care of the last couple of weeks, is there was not enough granite that we had remaining from the hearth on the fireplace, the black granite, and I wanted black granite on this buffet. And so we had to search around to see if we could find a slab of granite that would be long enough to cover this. And luckily, black granite slabs are very large, but we were so fortunate because we hit a Black Friday sale on granite, believe it or not. And so we'll be having that installed pretty soon. So,
very nice.
and then this is my favorite piece, the bar in the dining area. I don't know if I said anything about the hardware that I found at Etsy, but
Or even if you did, you can.
I am certain that this was not an easy install, but I love these pieces. I think they're so different. And we decided to put the wood on this back wall that matches the wood in the ceiling in the entry. But once we put the wood on, then we had these very white electrical outlets. And so I got online and tried to find a color that would look good with it. And I think these are pretty much dead on. I'm
Right in.
very
nice.
happy with them. So yeah, this is going to be a nice area for Bill's
bar.
Bill's cocktail area.
We just need a couple of bottles of scotch up there. That's all.
Oh, I think we have a few of those. Look what we have.
Oh, see, this is all new to us
Yes.
too. Look at this.
We have one pendant. The other one is sitting over in the corner.
Let me get it so I can shoot away from the light here. There you go. Yeah, if you shoot into the windows, it kind of. Oh, now the ladder's in the way. Go to this side. There you go. Now you can see it. It's one of the pendants that we got. That looks great with the extension pole. You can't even tell.
And it's actually missing a bunch of little tiny, like arms that have glass balls on them. So I think I would have done that before I hung that, but
And there'll be those of you watching this looking at that saying, that looks like a pretty wild pendant for there. All I can say is it's not your house. We love it.
Some things we kind of stepped out a little
we
bit
had
on.
a little fun with some stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So
The backsplash, you want to talk about that?
Oh my
That
gosh.
is in.
As probably many of you know, one of the hardest things to decide on in the kitchen is the backsplash. Bill and I have put in a few backsplashes together, and I had selected probably 3 other backsplashes before I settled on this finally. And the reason that I settled on this very neutral backsplash is because I didn't want to take away from the really pretty island, the material that's on the island. And I think that this kind of ties in the warmth of the cabinetry and the coolness of the gray, but it doesn't take away from the beauty of the Fantasy Montreal.
Very nice. They're going to have to adjust this cover. I don't know. There's a big gap in there. That looks sloppy. We'll have to fix that.
They'll have to fix that. Yeah.
That's the only one that looks like that. Well, there's a couple of them. It's hard because they have to guess at the depth of the. They can do something to pull the.
Yeah.
Yep. They can adjust that. But no, this is really, really nice. This backsplash looks really nice.
And we decided to go the stacked pattern.
It's a horizontal stack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stacked pattern because it just looked a little more contemporary, I think, and different. We just, we've done subway tile in the past, and we wanted something a little bit different.
A little contemporary looking versus traditional.
You can now see they took the plastic off the fireplace, the hearth there.
Oh yeah,
So isn't that pretty?
beautiful.
Yeah.
I've already ordered the TV for in here. We have it coming in a few weeks. It's a 85 inches going right in there. So
Yep. Oh, that looks
we can
pretty.
sit around and watch videos of our house being constructed from beginning to end. See, that's the beauty of doing this.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really,
I know they hung the doors in the great room, the little things like that. Nothing to
Yeah.
the major stuff. I think
Yeah.
we've covered. I'm happy
have-
the handles are on the doors.
we have these doors and the handles are on.
Yeah, we've been waiting
Yeah.
for those handles for
Yeah.
weeks. They were back ordered.
Yep.
So they look great.
Finally here.
The electricians came weren't the real electricians. They were the light hangers in this. And that the real electricians that do the wiring on the panels and stuff. I thought he was coming Friday, but apparently not. So. But we are, as you can tell, very happy. Things are moving along fairly well right now. A lot of last minute stuff.
We have oh, here they are. Okay.
What?
I want to make sure they weren't in the boxes. I wanted to make sure that they had the pieces, the little pieces.
Oh, those, yeah, they're right there.
Yeah,
I saw
that
those
go
when we
on.
came in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's right
surprised-
next to the Panda Express bag. You'll notice our vent hood on the floor here. That is going to be put up this week. I believe the carpenter and Marcia and the builder were discussing kind of a design for that. They're going to custom build a wooden flue for the vent hood. It holds the vent hood up, but it also allows the connection for the electrical and for the vent to remove the air. And that is going to be built. I think he's going to custom build that this week. So that should be in next week's video, we hope.
Yeah.
Things are looking good. You can see the island again, actually. We're getting close to seeing it. We couldn't even see it last week. There was so much stuff on there. But
Yeah.
So anything you want to say about the island, honey?
No, I love my island.
Do you not want to give any shout out to anybody? Maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Several of our friends and family are keeping up with us. And Blaze, I just want to thank you so much for your comments on our beautiful island. We appreciate that you appreciate our style.
Had to get that in there. Oh. Okay, well, I guess that's all we need to. We have shelves put in certain places, and I don't need to go through all that stuff, but Carpenter's been doing some odds and ends. One thing I do want to look at while we have the video rolling is back in the bathroom here. He did not get the drawers in yet. We had to shorten, I think I mentioned it on a previous video, with the shorten 2 drawers for this vanity because the drain in this fabricated sink extends out so far that the drawers wouldn't close. They're about 2 inches they were sticking out. So they have to take and shorten the back on the drawers. I don't know where they are. He may have taken those with him, honey. I don't see those here. I think
They're not here.
He took the drawers.
Yeah.
He must be working on them back in the shop or something.
He probably needs some support so he can cut them.
Well, he probably wanted a table saw to cut it
Right.
accurately, right? Because you don't want to hand saw the back of a drawer. So he's probably got a table saw. So things are going really well. Anything else you want to say?
Not a thing. We just, we appreciate you following along with us. Honestly, this is getting to be very long as far as the process and some of the little hiccups that we've had along the way. But we would still do this again. But part of the reason we wanted to do this is, first of all, we want to look back on the process when we're sitting in our rocking chair, but also enjoying life. And also for people that are considering a new build or custom build, it is not a simple, go to the design center and pick out 3 or 4 things and they put it into place. This is takes a major commitment on your part. And there are things that you have to do, little homework that you have to do. And so we just wanted to let you know that along the way.
Yeah, and that's a good point because I can't count the number of times that we would ask our general contractor who's done this for 40 years, hey, what do you think? And he's like, hey, it's your home. What do you want? I mean, that's kind of the discussion that you have to have. And it's different than most people ever experience because you're being asked to make decisions on things that you quite honestly never even thought of.
Yes.
So
And Bill and I have always gotten along really well. And there are decisions that we've had to come together and make compromises on. And I think we've done a good job at that.
yeah, well,
So,
I mean, if the final point of proof is the house and what it looks like and how it functions, I think we did a great job. I love the house. I think it's going to be very nice. So,
I'm going to let you sign off today.
they don't want to see my ugly face.
Oh, yes, they do. I got to find you. There you are.
Anyhow, just to let you know, if you want to see a great Christmas display of some homes that are decorated, several homes, and a nativity scene like no other, we filmed a short video. It's only 10 minutes last night on Saturday night in Boulder City. Check it out on my channel, but it's a beautiful display. People come from all over. In fact, I'm sure they come from out of the country to see this thing. And it's at some guy's house. It takes him 3 months to set it up and then 2 months to tear it down every year. So it's a total commitment that he makes to this thing, but it's gorgeous. So with that, thanks a lot for joining us, and we will see you in the next video.